although forecasting that the flood waters still hang around Bangkok for at least a month. The government has no idea of how to meet the urgent need of affected people for public transport services, according to a well-placed source. A high-level official at the Transport Ministry, who asked not to be named, said recently that there are no plans for public transport, logistics or any remedial measures to help people. Transport Minister Sukampol Suwannathat has not issued any instructions to officials to prepare a transport plan to cope with the flood crisis. All the ministry is doing is ordering agencies to carry out their current responsibilities, so they are working individually without a good overall management plan. No one knows how seriously the country's transport system has been crippled or how to provide public transport to the large numbers of flood victims both in Bangkok and nearby provinces. The public transport services by Bangkok Mass Transit Authority, for example, have been provided as only requested. The State Railway of Thailand has only informed the public of its train schedule, while Airports of Thailand just managed Don Mueang Airport as the flood relief operations center, which was later relocated to the energy complex. The Highways and Rural Roads departments are now working only to inform people of which flood-damaged roads should be avoided, while preparing a budget proposal for post-flood restoration. Also, they arrange for people to get toll-free access to motorways. Most of the transport of both people and goods reportedly depends on private management rather than the ministry. Flood victims have complained that the ministry has shirked its responsibility to provide public transport services or any boats to carry people. Some have asked for a free ferry service on San Sap Canal to take commuters to work. Marine Department just said earlier this week that the agency is coordinating with private sector to ask for donated boats to serve free boat transport in flood-affected areas, despite complaints about high price of boat services have risen for a month. Meanwhile, the floodwaters have washed out 88 of a total 103 roads in 15 provinces earlier this week, and 75 roads in 10 provinces are out of service. Transport Ministry is now suggested to hasten to take an action to provide public transport service during the flood as a whole picture, not just a day-by-day resolution. The Nation Special Report for ASEAN TV.